nemesis of a firefighter. Arsonist, I'm a fire rider. Instant flame like a firelighter. So special with shows, I live out my flows. Can't walk in my shoes, can't purchase my clothes. Ice in my veins, but I never froze. Picture perfect, but I never posed. As a juvenile, I knew I bounced back. Got rated, had a plan to get my ounce back. Use cheese as bait, that's a mousetrap. Let me to the right person to pounce at. They selling dreams, I'm pulling receipts. Full force, we can't be beat. Got a dirty mouth, but the flow so neat. Keep your 2 cents, talk is cheap.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya disrespect each other on Twitter. It's madness. All right, so we're going to take a look at their tweets that were put together by the great work of Michael Benson. And he wrote, Ryan Garcia in an explosive public feud with his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, overnight. And so Oscar wrote, WTF at Ryan Garcia. It's been almost 2 months and you're still crying about the post-presser. The blame for the loss is on you and your advisor, Lupe. He is the only one who pushed you to accept that insane rehydration clause, and that is the reason you lost. Man up, own that. Oscar De La Hoya stated, also, you keep saying that Tank's team offered more support for you. Blah, blah, blah. Bro, they set you up to lose with that rehydration clause. And most importantly, Al Heyman didn't even show up the entire week. Actually, he never shows up. That's how's that for support? Then Ryan responded, okay, buddy, you got it all figured out. Tired of you disrespecting my whole career and you think none of it matters. Loyalty and common sense is lost in your head. Stop treating people that way and think they will just accept it. Then Ryan responded, because there's a picture that Oscar took with Rolly Romero. Ryan posted the picture and stated, and you go and act buddy-buddy with him. You don't care about your fighters. Really tired of this fake act. Stop the cap. Be real for once, man. I can respect you more if you just told me the truth. You're in it for the cash. No love lost. That's what he said to Oscar. Oscar responded, it's called promoting. What do you think sparked the fight week press conference when it was like being at a funeral? My job is to promote. Your job is to fight. No love lost. Then Ryan stated, weren't you just promoting the fake pack fight that I already told you I'm not accepting? You really think I'm going to fall for that bull twice? Then Oscar responded, not going to argue over social media. When you have time to sit down, man to man, we can get you another huge payday. So that's how that ended. Ryan Garcia also ran into another YouTuber, Bradley Martin, and this is what he said to him during that encounter. I gotta bring this back real quick. So he was discussing at the conclusion of the Tank fight. Ryan Garcia was telling him about what happened at the end of the Tank fight.
The win, I seen everybody leave me, and then I just got to see who was really there for me. After the fight, nobody was there for me. Like my team, but just didn't come to the press conference. They ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I mean?
That's so garbage, man.
I was left with somebody betrayed me in camp. They weren't trying to look out for me after the fight. It was like I was left with that.
That's worse than fight,
bro. It was the worst. And I had Tank's team really caring about me more than my own team. I had God with me the whole way. If a win, I wouldn't have got to see it.
So that's what Ryan Garcia had to say. Basically say he got more love from Tank's team than he did from his own team. So I'm gonna turn it over to you, G. What was your reaction to the public feud and what Ryan Garcia had to say?
I'll say I see it from both perspectives because I can see where Ryan's coming from and I can see where Oscar's coming from. As a promoter, my job is to promote the fights, you know, like, and promoters, it seems like a devilish type of position because it's like you have to make fighters feel comfortable. You got to gas them at times. You got to do all kind of stuff just to make them become a star And then sometimes you got to build these guys up knowing that they're going to lose, but you need them to lose so you can make a bigger bag later down the line, So Oscar having pictures with Rolly, it's like, hey, man, this is the game, man. It's like, yo, listen, I'm trying to get a bag. Rolly's the next victim. He's the next victim. It just is what it is, And I think Ryan, I think now he's realizing this is a business. Because maybe at first he was probably naive to the whole thing. Like maybe he really thought, Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, and them really like wanted to see him be successful, be the best version of himself. But at the end of the day, these guys are in it for the bottom dollar. Like whatever could generate more money for them and what could propel their careers and their business to the next level, they're going in that direction, So like it's rare that it's rare that you see like promoters like a Eddie Hearn the way he is with AJ. Guys like that, they usually after like a loss or two, they probably like, all right, let me wipe my hands clean of this guy, And so, but yeah, man, I don't know. It's like Ryan. I think Ryan's just upset, man. He's young, and I think, and it's not his fault. Like it is his fault because it doesn't matter what age you are. You should know in this game. It just is what it is. It's a business, But I think he was probably hoping that his promotional team would have been more invested in his success. But it's like Oscar's also right. It's like, yo, bro, you're the one who agreed to these terms with Tank. So that's your fault. Like why would you agree to this rehydration clause? Like, what are you doing? So I can see both sides of it. And Oscar doesn't seem like the most trustworthy guy anyways. You know what I mean? So shame on Ryan, man. Let this be a learning lesson. It's just like, the previous segment we was talking about Tank. Tank had to learn something. Hopefully Ryan now learned that this is a business and people are going to do what's in the best interest of them, not what's in the best interest of you.
All right. Trill Dollar Bill, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
What's going on? How I feel about it?
Yeah.
Look, is this the love triangle? Another episode of the love triangle? Look, this happens. We knew this was going to happen. This was set up to happen. It is what it is. Ryan was going to part ways anyways. We seen that there was trouble brewing. He's since the Canelo, when the Canelo incident happened, he was riding with Canelo, and then it's just that it's the promoter fighter thing. It happens, the promoter fighter thing. Ryan doesn't want to be there. Ryan wants to be with the cool kids. That's what Ryan wants to be. He wants to be with the cool kids. He doesn't want to be over there with Oscar. Oscar was a great fighter, but in the eyes of like the boxers coming up, the young boxers, and he's kind of considered, with all due respect, like a cornball with antics that they caught Oscar in with, dressing up, with his behaviors outside the ring with ladies and all that. You know what I'm saying? No, it affects him. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay serious, but it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, who you gonna want to rock with? You gonna want to rock with him and that be your OG, or would you want to go where the cool kids are? And that's what I think this is happening with Ryan. He wants to hang out with the cool kids. You know what I'm saying? And it was destined to happen because De La Hoya doesn't know how to. He was a great fighter. He just don't know how to, with the other fighters, relate to all these other fighters. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a something there. That's just, you know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is, man. I wish they could just split, respectfully, but some things, that's how it is, man. With business, sometimes it gets dirty.
Yeah. Look, man. Like, I don't have all the answers. I mess up. I sometimes But what I do know is this: negative energy equals negative assumptions. So when you don't show up to a post-fight press conference for one of your fighters, and they look over and they see the other promoter there for the other fighter, and you can say Al Heyman wasn't there, but Floyd Mayweather was. Floyd Mayweather was there. Leonard Ellerbe was there. And Al Heyman has been in the background his entire career. So you don't get to nitpick and be like, oh, Al Heyman was there. Tell me, show me what post-fight press conference Al Heyman was ever at. So you can't call Al Heyman for being Al Heyman. Al Heyman doesn't want to be the star. He doesn't want to live vicariously through the fighters. So he lets them have their own shine. He plays the background. Unlike you, Oscar, who you showed your face the entire week until Ryan didn't win. Then you weren't behind him. So then you weren't behind him. Now you know that it's possible he may fight Rolly Romero, and you're in a picture smiling with Rolly Romero, and I'm under the assumption you weren't in communication with Ryan when you took that picture with Rolly. So negative energy, negative assumptions. Let's say you had one conversation with Ryan and you were like, yo, look, I apologize for not being at that post-fight press conference. Like, I had legitimate reason to fear for my life, although I don't believe you. But you would have said, yo, I'm proud of the way you performed. You made Golden Boy proud. Your stock increased. I can't wait to get you in the next fight. I'm trying to get you a championship fight with Rolly Romero. And that's the goal. I saw what you said. I take it seriously. I'm trying to get that done. When you post that picture with Rolly and Ryan sees it and you say it's promotion, he can really believe you. But you don't talk to him. You don't speak to him. You don't take accountability for not being at his post-fight press conference, right? And then all of a sudden he sees you in a picture with Rolly. I'm just saying, man, there are also ways you can explain not being at the post-fight press conference if it's real. If it really was, yo, I didn't want to see Floyd. I didn't want to see this person. I didn't want to see that person. I was emotional about the fight, but I'm proud of you. And I want you to know that. Just tell them that. Like, you, at some point, you got to be real, which brings me to my last point. So negative energy, negative assumptions. A lot of negative energy comes from lack of communication. Sometimes the way you feel isn't really the way it is, but you never communicate. So all you keep having is negative energy. You understand? And so this dude, Oscar De La Hoya, I'm gonna be honest, man, he's on his last leg. You see what Don King is right now. Like, Oscar may be throwing fights in, in ballroom soon because I'm telling you, yo, Ryan's done with him. Canelo left him. It's not a good sign. And now he has Hami Duck Gia and Virgil Ortiz. And
Virgil's going. Virgil's leaving.
That's what I'm saying. If they don't re-sign with him, he is done. Like, so I just think, Oscar, you got to treat your fighters with respect. And I think Ryan's eyes were open to a lot of things. And he's dumb because I still think I'm starting to like Ryan. Like, I think Ryan got a lot of potential. If you get Ryan to focus on boxing and train Ryan with boxing at 140, he got some big fights at 140. And I'm about to say something that some people may get. I mean, I think Ryan versus Regis Prograis is a pick-em fight. I mean, you can give the edge to Regis, but I'm just saying Ryan's not completely out of that fight. Ryan versus Tio, or Ryan versus Josh Taylor. I lean towards Josh Taylor, but my point is they're good fights for Ryan out there. So they should have been there to show him love. And Devin's on his way to 140. And according to some people, Devin like trying to do what Tank does. So, anyways, I'll close by saying this. It's bad to see. I can't envision Ryan re-signing with Oscar De La Hoya. I don't know when his contract's up, but Ryan's on his way out, and Oscar's going to lose another one.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. You know you rocking with the Boxing Bros.